I feel pretty, oh so pretty.
Right musical.
I feel pretty and witty and...
Stop right there.
Nick Abbot.
Everybody in this country, including me, especially me, has no end of respect for the royal family.
Oh, right, yeah.
Is there any pornography on the internet?
No.
I've had a computer for months. I haven't been able to find a single bit. There's nothing but pornography on the internet. That's all people do, isn't it?
Oh, right, yeah.
10 seconds past 9 o'clock, and on BBC Two, they're effing and essing.
9:45, actually.
Well, whatever. It's fine. And every word, every second word is a swear word, right?
Yeah.
And like somebody is rolling up joints on the coffee table, and then somebody else is snorting huge lines of Charlie in some boardroom bathroom, and they're having underage sex, and it's just unbelievable, that programme.
Disgusting.
What were we talking about? It's Babylon 5, wasn't it? And also this one.
See, now everybody knows what this is.
Well, yeah, okay.
Space, the final frontier.
Go on.
I'm examining the captain's log.
No.
What was wrong with that? Would you like a picture of the captain's log?
No.
Small sample?
No.
0500 1053 89. It's a free call. It's Nick Abbott on Talk Radio. And if you have any complaints about this show, then it's the Mike Allen Show on Radio Luxembourg.
Me love you long time.
Have you been having me on? Have you been having me on?
There's a parrot in the background.
Get out of it.
There's an echo.
You've been winding me up, haven't you?
No, I've been having you on.
Well, there is, I mean, that might...
It sounds like your batteries have run out. You've come to a crashing halt.
I am very sorry that I screwed up.
Chronic regular, right off the bat, it's Aid, who can't get laid.
Yeah, hello there.
How you doing?
Not too bad. Did you see that programme last night, that Strange But True thing?
What was that?
It's my class ball. And yesterday there was investigating dreams and stuff. And there was like these professors on and that, because they've got nothing better to do. And they reckon that in 15 years' time, there will be the technology that exists that you'll be able to like record people's dreams and like rent them out on video.
And would your dreams be in the children's section? You could get one of those for £1 overnight.
No, it's probably in the X-ray.
Yeah, probably, you know.
That's all I can do is dream.
In the perverted department.
Oh, yes.
That's what I thought.
And they reckon that they really do point out the obvious to these sorts of people. They reckon that if you have a good dream, you wake up in a good mood.
Yes.
How much would it take to work that out?
He wasn't a psychologist, was he?
I've got no idea. But they sounded really sort of weird.
Can you hang on a minute? Because don't say anything, right? Because I don't want to have to... I don't want Kev to suddenly be in charge of the show. So just because it's getting really hot now, I've taken my jumper off, and there's no way you can take your jumper off while your headphones are on. So I'm going to have to just dip out of the show for a moment. But so this is me taking my headphones off and my jumper at the same time. Did you get that? Did we get feedback when I did that?
No.
Damn. Did that work?
No, your
these headphones aren't turned up loud enough.
Not loud enough.
Damn. Okay, back to you.
Yeah, you ready then? Yeah, just sort of, what was your... Do you sort of have one about lucid dreams? Do you have lucid dreams at all?
I don't remember any of my dreams at all. I don't... I'm aware that I have them, because you die otherwise.
Really?
I think so. I think that's an actual fact.
How do you know that?
Because I'm a doctor, trust me. But no, I don't ever remember any dreams that I ever have.
But
which is aggravating, because I'm sure that in my dream life, my life is interesting and involving, and I'm probably rich.
Yeah, mine probably is as well. Do you mean your dreams are always the exact opposite to what your real life is?
And on that note, we must say goodbye.
Can I just ask you something quickly? You know, my mate Rex knows somebody in America, right? Where does Yeah, that DJ, I won't call it that. Yeah, that presenter that you like, Neil Rogers.
Neil Rogers, yeah, he works in Miami. Although he left his radio
Miami.
station, WIOD, and I don't know where he ended up. I think he went to a talk station. And I tried to find it on the internet, but...
oh, yeah, I was going to suggest that.
Yeah, no, but they was talking about him being there, but when the actual schedules of the programme came up, then I couldn't find him in there. Kind of like us. I mean, we're supposed to be here, but it seems like we're only on this station once in a blue movie.
Can you...
Blue Moon. I was, Kev, I was in a blue movie once.
No, you weren't.
As a matter of fact. No, it was just a small part.
Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
Me love you long time.
I had a letter from a bloke called Harvey something in the week on the breakfast show, and he's basically said that I had no interest in anything other than myself, and if I did have any interest in anything other than myself, I might have more to contribute to Paul Ross's programme other than saying, oh, right, yeah, every 10 minutes. And then about 5 minutes later, without knowing it, I actually said, oh, right, yeah. Patrick, the producer in my ears, went...
And those two
What?
phrases will be used. We'll chop those
Oh, I'm sure
exact
they're going to
bits.
be on next
right,
week.
yeah, well...
Oh, right, yeah.
Kev will be up all night splicing together bits of your spiel, which I should be using frequently while you're away. Because you're going, aren't you? You're going for...
I'm going on holiday.
For 3 weeks.
For 3 weeks.
Where are you going?
To Morocco. Hey, we got it.
Perfect.
Fantastic.
Fabulous.
Here is Slough. Is there a person called Zaf?
Yeah, oh, hello, that's me.
Zaf?
Yeah.
Now, what kind of a name is Zaf? Zaf?
Oh, Zaf. It's short for Zafar, and it's better than being, well, it's better than Zafar, because when I tell people that I'm called Zafar, I usually end up getting referred to as Sapphire, which is a girl's name.
Z-A-F-A-R.
Yeah, you got it right.
Zafar.
Yeah.
Now, are you the child of a rock star, or do you come from another country?
No, I come from another country. I wish I was the child of a rock star, because then it would have made my prospects a lot better.
Yeah.
Because I'm a budding rock star myself.
Like Julian Lennon, you'd be looking forward to 30 million.
I heard it was $20 million, $30 million or something.
$30 million, yes.
Yeah, they're looking to it, and he seems to be, 20 million, and he's still complaining, I hear.
He is?
Well, he doesn't seem too happy about it. He wants to start up his musical career again.
Oh, well, let's do a whip round. I'll give him 30 million not to.
I wish I had that amount of money to tell him not to. I called up about the pointlessness of the 90s.
The pointlessness of the... Oh, no, that sounds so depressing.
Well, it's so unmemorable. Well, they're so unmemorable. It's like every decade that's gone by has had something memorable about it. You know, you could...
Yeah, but they usually... it usually comes in, like, in the 7 year. You know, punk started in the 7th year of the decade. The hippie thing started in the 7th. A little tickle of it in the 6th year, and then the 7th year is when it really kicked in.
Yeah, well, it seems that everything the 90s was going to, everything that was going to be about the 90s seemed to fizzle away at the beginning. I mean, we had grunge, which sort of like started up, big rumble with, Nirvana, and then it just fizzled away and became nothingness. And now, I mean, I speak on behalf of, of a lost youth. We just don't know who we are, where we are. It's that same old cliche, during the 70s there was a lost generation and they found punk. What have we got to find?
You're the blank generation.
All right,
and
that's
you can take it or leave it each time.
It sounds a bit cliche. In fact, it's very cliched now, doesn't it? We are the blank generation. We are the lost ones. Oh, dear.
So does this depression extend beyond music to just life in general?
Oh, no, it doesn't, because I actually have a zest for life. I actually think that, who cares about all that? Just get up and do it. As you might have noticed through this phone call, I'm actually quite a bubbly person.
So you're a philosopher?
Tony Blackburn loves this show.
This show?
And we love you right back, Tony. No, we do.
How do you know that?
Because I've read it, an interview.
Yeah, I know, because I actually knew that. I found that out a couple of weeks ago, because I know the guy who did the interview.
Oh, yeah.
And he said I couldn't tell you last week. He wanted it to be published first. He does it.
You make it sound like some sort of government secret. Well, I'm afraid there's a ban on the press revealing that Tony Blackburn listens to this show. We'll be able to discuss it in detail after the 25-year period, during which it remains a secret at Her Majesty's pleasure. I wonder if Her Majesty actually has much pleasure. I mean, what do you reckon? Do you think that she has a laugh every now and again?
I'm sure she does.
Because she has her new picture on the coin of the realm. It's a new 10p bit, and there she is, all saggy and baggy, and looking, you know, just like she does in real life. She says, I think it's a clip that's at the Times, a new portrait of Her Majesty the Queen, reflecting her advanced years, has been... Now, that's an awful thing to say, her advanced years. What on earth do they mean by that? Like she's some old bag now? That's a terrible thing to say in an august publication like the Times. Talking about the Queen like she's an old bag. That's an awful thing to say. Everybody in this country, including me, especially me, has no end of respect for the royal family. The things I wouldn't... what I wouldn't do for Her Majesty the Queen.
Oh, right, yeah.
There's a lot more things to be worried about than aliens visiting from outer space. I mean, think about it. If aliens wanted to kill us all, we'd all be dead by now. So they're just taking a peek.
But that is not to say that I don't believe in them. I mean, after all, we are here. I mean, they say that...
Are we, though? How do you act? No, seriously, how do you know that we are here?
And after the recent photographs from Jupiter, and when they actually said that one of the moons in the orbit was similar to that of Earth, I thought, oh, have we discovered life? But no, we haven't. We've discovered bumps on it that looks rather like Earth. So we are somewhat unique from what we know at the moment.
Well, you are. No question about that, Jenny.
But I tend to think that there must be something out there like us. If not like us, more intelligent than us.
Yeah, more intelligent than you? No, come on.
No, I don't think so. But, I mean, everything always seems to happen in America, does it not? In America, they have secret bases where they're discovering spaceships and discovering the art of travel. I mean, us in Britain do not give... We haven't got a space program to speak of, not like they do have in America.
Well, that's because we haven't got any money.
We have. They just prefer...
Actually, the Americans don't have any money either. They have, the Americans have something like a $3 trillion debt. I was watching some comic...
are doing everything to try and
I was watching some comic last night. He was going on about the American national debt, and it's something like $3 trillion, which is a lot of money. How can they still afford to send stuff into space?
Well, they can't because they have a completely different lifestyle to us. I mean, we don't have to pay for our health, whereas they do in America, you see.
What has that got to do with what we're talking about?
Well, the simple fact is to find out the debt they have in America is because we don't pay, I should say, for an awful lot of things that they do in America. We are given things free.
But what is that... How did we get from aliens visiting us from outer space to what you just said?
No, I was simply on about the way you expressed your opinion.
No, I'm curious as to how the Americans can fund a space program, but at the same time have not just that they don't have any money, if they owe $3 trillion.
Me love you long time.
6.
Mario's Pizza. I'd like a thin-based pepperoni and dyed little, please.
Not pepperoni. We want thin crust with extra cheese and tuna. And not that tuna that's been swimming in oil and that has, like, brown caked bits on the end because the tin's been left open for too long. Chilies. Maybe we should dial out for a pizza now. Do you think they're open yet? Is there such a thing as a 24-hour pizza place? Even in exciting downtown metropolitan London?
I don't know. We'll check that one out for you, Nick.
He said, without moving an inch. So where have we got? Extra cheese, thin crust. We want chilies, tuna, pineapple. I always enjoy on a pizza because it gives that nice sort of a juicy surprise. And there's nothing like, by the way, a juicy surprise.
Fabulous.
And here is Burton-on-Trent. Adrian.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Aid who can't get laid.
Yeah, you're talking about
a caller from the other place.
Talk about stupid names. I've got one, haven't I?
Well, you definitely have, but it was a name that I gave you because your name is Aid. And...
guess what?
Yes.
It still remains the same.
So listen, it's about, what, a year or so since we spoke on the air? Any luck there, mate?
No, not yet.
No.
November the 4th, 1994, actually.
Are you saying that was the last time?
The last time we spoke.
Oh, we spoke?
Yeah,
right.
I'm not sad I remember something like that.
Yes.
So,
it sounds like my listener exactly.
So this is your first night, then?
Sounds like it to me, yeah.
How long are you on for?
Well, Well, I'm pulling in, what is it, like a 14-hour shift.
What?
It's the longest shift in the history of radio. I think it is actually the longest shift in the history of radio, isn't it?
Maybe.
You mean how long am I on for tonight, or generally?
Well, generally.
I have absolutely no idea. I think we'll see how tonight goes. They'll get the tape in the morning and they'll check. They'll probably get a call from about midday, which will be great because I'll be asleep and I'll miss the call and then I won't be back tomorrow because I didn't pick the phone up. It's a disaster.
Yeah, I didn't realise that he was going to be on. I was sort of flicking through the...
Well, where have you been? Didn't realise. Have you not been paying attention?
Well, it was about like 1:30. I was flicking through the radio, and there it was. I thought I was hallucinating. I sound like a complete geek because I'm still.
Well, it's you. I mean, you're back. You are a complete geek. I mean, that's the thing. That's the great thing about you.
You should see some of my friends.
Well, as a matter of fact, I have. Remember?
Yeah.
So people are saying that I should play some more of these because it used to be my thing that I used to have a load of sound effects.
Yeah.
And I haven't played any of them now because there's this really complicated setup in here that means it's kind of difficult to see.
Well, people should find and do jingles. How about that?
Well, I could do that. I could do them by hand myself.
No, I know all about that.
Pick one at random. What would you like to hear?
What do you mean?
Pick one of my old things. I mean, of course, this is going to mean nothing to anybody but you and I, but they will get it eventually.
What about the comfortably...
Well, no, see, that's a jingle, and that has the name of the
the sound effects.
The sound effects, yeah. How about this one?
What?
Remember that? Oh, that's one of my favourites.
Oh, what else is... I'm just sort of so confused.
And it makes you laugh every time, right? It's a big smile.
Have you got the...
How about this one? I bet this is a sound you've never heard. Not personally, anyway.
What about the...
Still waiting.
What about the burp one? Have you got that one?
The burp one? Now, funny you should mention that, but that's not there. That was one of the ones. The two... I had two gaseous effects, and it looks like Bleep has missed both of those out. Is there any particular reason behind that?
They got lost?
Lost?
Lost.
Well, where did you put them? And do you need any help in retrieving them?
No, thank you.
Me love you long time.
Here's one in West Yorkshire, and it's someone who appears to have the name like Gooey. Is that possible?
It's actually Guy.
Oh, Guy!
Yeah, Guy. G-U-Y.
G-U-Y.
Is on here right now?
Yes, I think so. Yeah, it sounds like you, yeah.
Yeah, it's my first radio show.
Me too. You can tell, right?
What do you want to say, Guy?
Yes, what do you want to say?
Well, I hate my voice.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why is that then?
Margaret Thatcher did.
Go on. I've lived in Ireland for about 4 years, and then I've lived in England about another 4 years, and then I've been dotted about the place. So
hither and thither and yon, yes.
I've got a mix of different accents in it. You
don't seem to have any accent at all. Any
you sound like you've got a lovely accent to me. It's got a bit of Irish.
Yeah.
Bit of Yorkshire.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Where else have you been, Guy?
I've lived in America.
Really?
And I've lived in Stevenage. And I've lived in Peckham, and...
Well, that'll make you a more interesting person, Guy, because people will never be able to distinguish where you come from by your accent.
You seem very young to have lived in all these. Have you been on the move since you were born?
Yeah, right.
How old are you?
Oh, wait, my mum's on the phone now.
Who are you speaking to, Guy?
I'm talking on the radio, Mum, don't worry, it's a free phone.
Oh, right. It is a free phone.
Yes.
It's totally free, it costs nothing.
Hello, Guy's mum.
Hello.
You're on Talk Radio.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, listen, I'll let you all get on with it, okay?
No, don't. Because this guy was saying that he doesn't like his voice. No, he just hates it. Because he's been moved hither, thither and yon since he was born, apparently. He seems to have lived everywhere. He's lived more places than I've been.
You see, he's a lucky thing, isn't he? Tell him how lucky he is.
Yeah, he's international already.
Cosmopolitan, that's right.
How old is he? How old is he?
He's 12.
12, you see?
Why has he lived in so many places? Is he, like, really annoyed everywhere that the people in every place that he's been and had to move on swiftly in the night?
Well, this is it. You got it in one. Anyway, I'm going to let you, talk to Guy and whatever.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
That was your mum.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Are you embarrassed by that guy?
What does that mean? Tell me about it.
So,
Your mum embarrasses you. That's terrible.
What does she do that really annoys you? What's the one thing that springs to mind?
she can be a bit selfish.
In what way?
Like yesterday, right? We were up at my auntie's house, and I was in the front room. There's a kids' room, and then there's an adult's room, because my auntie fosters many children. Anyway, I was in this kids' room. There's no fire on, no nothing. The videotapes broke, so I couldn't watch my Jumanji. And
Jumanji, that film sucks. You don't watch that. That's awful, that movie.
Each to their own.
Yeah, exactly. You tell him, guy. He thinks that just because he doesn't like it, it's a rubbish film, and you like it, so it's good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Right, so I was cold, and we were watching this boring programme, that UFO thing, Strange But True. I found it boring anyway. Anyway, right, and inside the other room, my mum and my dad and my auntie and stuff were eating curry from the local Palsy house.
Yeah.
With the fire on full blast, watching a video.
Right.
And I went in, and it really got to me,
Well, watching what video?
They were watching something, oh God, I've actually forgotten the name of it.
Was it a film or a...
Film.
But it was nothing you wanted to watch, right?
Nothing at all, no. We weren't allowed into that other room anyway.
So they were eating curry, watching a video, and you're sitting in the other room with no heating and no video, so you couldn't watch Jumanji.
Yeah, and I went in and said I was cold, and they told me to put my coat on.
Oh, that's cruelty.
Yeah, tell me about it.
What do you have to put up with? I know, I was like that when I was young. My mum used to sit in the other room with all the heating, with all the facilities, and we used to get locked in the living room when there was no fire, no TV, everything.
Anyway, we're all friends now. We're going to see Batman and Robin.
Oh, that film
don't get him onto that.
Awful movie.
Don't get him onto that again.
I've seen loads of films. I've seen Fifth Element and Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Wait a minute, isn't Fifth Element? Oh no, that's a 15.
Beavis and Butthead is an 18 certificate, isn't it?
No,
it's
isn't
12.
It?
It's 12, is it?
Yeah.
Ah. Oh,
well. You are 12.
Yeah, that's right.
Because you wouldn't want to see any film that was like an 18 or something like that.
Oh, no, of course not. I mean, Return of the Living Dead, no way.
No.
Well, I hate to see that.
Anything that had like really graphic sex or violence, you would hate to see that, wouldn't you?
Oh, God, I loathe them films.
Because after you've been down the park downing the Alco Pops and having some cigarettes, that's the last thing you would want to do is to go to the movies and see some naughty sex and violence.
That's right.
Of course.
Nick, not all 12-year-olds go down the park and drink Alco Pops and smoke cigarettes.
Don't they?
Most of them probably don't.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, most of them except me.
Of course.
Exactly.
All of your friends. You get offered all the time, and like Mrs. Reagan, you just say no.
Oh, that's right,
Good for you.
I call the police.
You're too busy burgling your next-door neighbours.
Stop putting ideas into his head.
Can I just say hello to any of my friends who are listening in South Craven and Cross Hills?
I think you just did.
You just did.
Excellent. What a great call.
Call us next week, guy.
Absolutely.
All right, then I will.
Great.
Okay.
Call us when we're not here. That was a guy who, midway through that call, wiped the floor with me. He just, like, batted... I tried to interject something, and he just batted me aside.
He was cool. He'll be a disc jockey when he gets older.
I just had a 12-year-old walk all over me.
So, you're a philosopher?
How old are you?
12.
You had to think a long time about that, didn't you? 12.
Yeah.
Huh. So what do you do for a living?
Nothing.
Nothing? Another one of these doll scroungers, ladies and gentlemen. Here's another. Hello.
Hello, Nicky boy.
And you're loud. And annoying. So...
What computer do you have?
What computer do I have?
Yes.
I can't remember the brand. It's white.
Ooh, nice white.
Yours is white too?
Yeah.
Wow, we must be like cosmic twins or something.
Yeah.
What do you use your computer for?
Playing games.
Playing games.
On the internet.
Oh, surfing around the internet, really?
Yep.
Found anything interesting?
No.
No? No?
No.
You haven't found anything interesting on the internet?
Yeah.
What?
Slap a Spice Girl.
Say again?
Slap a Spice Girl.
Slap a Spice Girl?
Yep.
What does that mean? Is that a game?
Yes.
Have you got to slap a Spice Girl?
Yes.
Really? Wow. What's the site address?
It's a very long one.
Is it? And what's the site address? Oh, I see what you mean. Right. Okay. Well, I'll get my web ferret on it. Hello.
Hello, Nick. I'm 5.
It's Aid who can't get laid. at least treble the average age of the caller so far.
Yeah.
And you're only like 3.
How old do you think I am? Take a wild guess.
I think you're like 21.
Oh, God, I'm older than that, 23.
Really?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I'm getting a bit old now.
A bit old to still be a virgin?
Yeah, when is it exactly you find that you're too old?
Well, I'm just trying to find the appropriate cart here. Are you setting me up for to do this?
To do what?
I'm 29 and still a virgin.
Oh, yeah, I do that. But so I've got 6 years to go, and then I can say that.
There's at least one person who's in a worse state than you.
Yeah,
I thoroughly recommend that you save yourself for the right person. I knew I couldn't say that with a straight face.
But, it's really...
No, I do. Don't keep your garments firmly secured. Don't let anybody interfere with your clothing. Promise me that.
I'd love to let somebody. People think that, because when I come and phone you, I've told you before I'm at work, right? And people think that I must be phoning my girlfriend.
Is that what you tell them?
So
you tell your workmates, I'm going to call one of my girlfriends because, they can't last an hour without my silken tones.
I might be able to can't get laid to you, but to them I'm a stud.
Right.
How much do you think I can keep it up for?
Well, just as long as you keep the bag on your head.
Yeah, but yesterday you've still got me on carts from years ago. I couldn't believe it. I thought I was sad. What have you done with it all? You kept it in the what's it?
Well, all of these carts, all these sound effects and stuff that I've still got. I just when I came off the air, I mean, what's the point in throwing them away? Because these carts, they're hugely expensive. And
I thought you'd have thrown mine away.
And I've got loads of them.
Well, you'd have took a sledgehammer to mine.
No, and I just trying to find the specific one that I used yesterday because, I mean, You say that I'm sad. You're the one that remembered what you said on a lightning round on this show about 3 years ago.
Well, I have it on tape as well.
Right, and what it was, just so as we can remind ourselves, was that we were doing I was giving away
moisturising cream.
I was giving away moisturising cream, and I think that you had gone out and were collecting chestnuts that evening.
Chestnuts. Yeah, you brought them really well, as a matter of fact.
Because I asked people what would they do with the moisturising cream if they would get it. And this is what you said.
I want some moisturising cream in the palm of my hand, because I'll rub it in my nuts and they'll come up grand.
Man, that was like in stereo. That was beautiful. And you call me sad? You remember it word for word. This is pathetic.
Well, I said it. I would remember it, wouldn't I? Just because you can't remember anything you say.
I don't remember anything about this show. That's the scary part, is people are continually calling me up and saying, hey, you remember what you said to that person? Even if it was like during this show, you remember what you said to that guy 3 calls ago? And I'm like, what guy? What are you talking about? Where am I?
Well, you remember in 1994, November the...
Yeah. Let's walk down memory lane together, shall we?
Me love you long time.
And here's a poem from Hampshire, from a bloke called Luke.
Hello?
Oh, it's a young person.
Yeah, I've got a rhyme for you.
A rhyme? Now, is it a rude rhyme?
No.
Oh, well, we don't want to hear it then. I don't know. Well, this sounds like a joke, right? It's a joke, am I right?
No.
It's just a poem.
Yeah, just...
Would you prefer if I just shut up and let you say it?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
The air we breathe, the sky is blue. Oh, Nick Abbot, we love you.
That's almost enough to make me puke. And I felt that you were going to rhyme blue with something else. That'll be the next lightning round. What rhymes with blue?
Who?
Oh, Nick. No, you just spoiled the whole thing. All right, then we should give you a prize. What can we give him?
Signed picture of Mike Allen?
Yeah.
Let's just give him Mike Allen.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to send you a signed picture of Mike Allen in the post. It's like almost like a dream come true, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love speaking to the kids, like every now and again. Not too often.
Rectum.
And it looks like a bloke in Portsmouth called John. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, John.
Nick. Hi, Nick. How are you? A bit nervous. Must be a bit nervous talking on the air like that. I love that Swedish girl that was on.
I bet you did, yeah.
She was very coarse. You don't get too many Swedish women ringing in.
No, I bet you don't get too many Swedish women ringing you.
No, not at all.
That's just a
I'd
guess.
like to. That's of course, where do you advertise to get Swedish women after you?
Sweden?
Well, that could be a good place. That's excellent. Absolutely.
It's a very good place to start.
Did you know, Biff? Did you know that baboons are so intelligent that the ancient Egyptians trained them to wait at table?
What was so intelligent?
Baboons.
Baboons.
Baboons are so intelligent that the ancient Egyptians trained them to wait at table.
I know that.
It is quite feasible, therefore, to say that the waiters at in your favourite restaurant have about as much intelligence as a baboon.
Wow. You must have been up all night thinking of this material.
Well, yes. Well, this book I've got, and a butterfly's eye has 17,000 lenses.
A what?
A butterfly's eye.
A butterfly.
Has 17,000 lenses, each one possessing the optical power of a single eye.
Did they go to that shop that has them done in an hour?
Beg pardon?
What else have you got in the book?
There's a 14th century Serbian prince named Marks Krajlevic.
Oh, that's easy for you to say, yeah.
And he's said to have killed 1,000 Turkish soldiers with a sword 6 foot long and weighing 50 pounds.
Right. No, was that the soldiers or the sword?
No, that's the sword. It was 6 foot long.
What do you do for a living, John?
What do I do for a living? Well, I'm sort of a researcher.
Oh, unemployed.
Well, yeah, that's right. That's why I'm researching, trying to get a job. And
your job is to get a job. Yeah, that's a full-time job.
Yes, indeed. Well, yeah. A survey in the USA revealed that more women meet prospective lovers while shopping than they do in bars and restaurants.
Right. So you spend a lot of time shopping, I'm guessing.
Well, it would be a nice idea. Absolutely. 1 billion teenagers in America become pregnant each year.
Really? How does that happen? Don't tell me.
And Leonardo da Vinci could break a horseshoe with
You're beginning to sound like Bruce Forsyth.
Well, yeah,
like that.
Kind of like that.
Calm down, man. You need to take a pill.
Well, yeah, that's something.
I want you to rush to your bathroom cabinet now and just take the first pill that you see. Can you do that for me?
Did you know Ismail
we'll have you hang on the phone and see what effects, what the effects
are. Did you know
are.
Ismail the Bloodthirsty sometimes lives in Morocco?
You can take like your cordless phone into the bathroom.
He's repeated to a father 548 sons and 340 daughters.
We'll see what comes out, so to speak. Are you still reading this stuff?
I like this stuff, and it's all kind of extensive studies reveal that women are less likely to fall out of bed than men.
Right.
Isn't that incredible?
Do you ever, like, go out? I mean, do you ever...
Well, yeah, sometimes. The last spider's penis is located at the end of one of its legs.
Oh, now we're getting on to the interesting stuff.
That's an interesting thought, isn't it?
Really? Mm-hmm.
In India, sex shops are officially registered as museums. Fear the world's greatest sailors, Christopher Columbus, Ferdinand Magellan, and Captain Cook all suffered from syphilis.
Do you have, like, any friends at all?
Well, yes, in 1975, 40 karate experts in Chesterfield, England, demolished 12 houses with their hands and feet.
Is that a fact?
Did you know that? No.
Did you just read that out of a book?
Yeah, I'm reading it out of a book, absolutely.
Ah. Now, do you entertain prospective friends with material like this?
Oh, no, at all. I'm into all kinds of other stuff. Do you know what the world's most common first name is? Mohammed.
Mohammed, yeah, probably is.
That's the world's most common name. If you have an IQ of 180 over 100, it's a record. You're 1 in a million.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's about my IQ, 180 over 100.
Really? Well, I knew it was either way too high or way too low. I just couldn't figure out from the sound of your voice which it might be.
So I'm trying to sort of educate people that are listening to...
Can I ask you another question, John?
Yeah, go on.
Are you one of these people who write, like, 10-page letters to people on the radio, like, every day?
No, not at all. Not at all.
You've never written into anybody on the radio?
No, not at all. Oh, there's an interesting point. Did you know that horror movie stars Peter Cushing, Vincent Price, and Christopher Lee were all born on the 27th of May?
Is that a fact?
Yeah, all born on 27th. Isn't that strange? Maybe they really are like vampires.
I mean, you certainly are.
And one of the most famous songs from any film musical must surely be Gene Kelly's Singing in the Rain. Although...
That's a fact. One of the most must surely be.
Singing in the song, the scratchy tap dancing in the puddles heard on the recording, and not the sound of Mr. Kelly's feet, but two girls dancing in a bucket of water, which was dubbed onto the film afterwards.
Wow. What, just like an ordinary film, you mean? They dubbed the sound effects on afterwards?
Yes,
wow,
that's right. They
you
dubbed
are
it.
just a fount of knowledge, aren't you?
And we've got 18th century French actor Jean-Marie
on my knees
Collot.
praying that
He was such a bad actor
at some point you'll dry up.
At Portsmouth, Lyons, he was actually booed off stage, taking up another profession. He later returned as Justice of the Peace during the French Revolution.
You know, when you talk really fast like that, nobody can understand a damn word you say.
Okay. And he ordered the death of 6,000...
But please, don't slow down, not for my benefit. Oh no, time's running out, John. What a shame. What a nice man. Don't ever let him call this show again.
Tell that to Dr. Freud along with the rest of it.
Hello.
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 Hello. you know that the woman who was going to Reading with her kids?
Yeah.
It was me. No, not me, but I'm the daughter.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I'm the youngest one, 15.
And how do you feel about your mum accompanying you?
Well, not too bad, really, because, you know, she's quite up to date with all the modern music.
She's a groovy mum?
Yeah, sort of. No, because all my friends like her and everything.
They do?
It's really rowing and everything. She likes all the same music as us, but she doesn't dress like the same as us, so that's okay, you know.
Well, how do you dress?
Well, I don't know.
Well, describe what you're dressed at now.
No, because I dress really terrible at home.
Okay, how do you dress when you're going out? How will you be dressed at Reading?
I haven't decided that yet. I'll probably be wearing like a Manic Street Preacher t-shirt or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and yeah.
And will your mum be wearing Fairport Convention t-shirt?
I don't know that.
Maybe like an old tie-dyed Santana t-shirt, something like that maybe.
It could be, yeah. I hope not though.
Well, that would actually be quite cool. That would be, you know, because the 70s are back.
Really?
I'm waiting for the 90s to come back.
Oh, no.
Oh, you don't like those?
No, not at all. Because that's just full of, you know, teeny bop stuff and everything. I don't like any of that.
You don't like the 90s?
No.
You're 15 and you don't like the 90s?
No.
Most of your life has been lived in the 90s.
Yeah, but, you know, it's...
You preferred the 80s?
No.
Oh, you didn't like them either?
No.
So far your life's been a washout.
Yeah.
What a drag.
No, I like some of the 90s. But it's like full of all this, you know, Spice Girl and Boyzone stuff.
Don't like Spice Girls or Boyzone?
No.
What kind of a 15-year-old are you?
I'm tasteful one. I like things like Mannix and Nirvana and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Don't like any of the other stuff.
I find it really surprising, by the way, that you are okay to be going to a rock festival with your mum. I mean, aren't there things at the rock festival that you would kind of like to do, but it would require your mum not to be there? Well,
I don't know, because I know loads of people are going, so, you know, she gets really embarrassed and I try and...
You can just ditch her.
Yeah. We're not camping out, unfortunately, because I really want to camp out, but...
Oh, she's not got you staying in a hotel?
No, we know someone down there, so...
Oh,
yeah.
So you'll get to go home and wash.
Yeah, that's...
But see, now, when you do that, when you leave the site and you go home and you wash and you put on fresh clothes and you come back again, it's like you're a day tripper still. You might be spending all 3 days... Is it 2 or 3 days? 3 days. You might spend all 3 days there, but because you're fresh and clean and, you know, brushed and made up...
You lose the spirit, don't you?
Exactly. You've got to encrust yourself with dirt to really get into it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Now, next year, I think, 'cause you might be able to let me out then.
Because there's certain thing, you know, there's a certain way you act at a festival that you wouldn't ever do in your ordinary life. You know, you just like sit down in like mud and
eat
just
cold
like
baked beans.
Yeah, and just like roll around in the dirt and stuff like that. And if you're clean, then you won't want to do that. You'd think twice before sitting down. You know, without putting like a newspaper underneath you. But when you've spent 2 days without having a shower or brushing your teeth or combing your hair or you know, or anything like that, then you don't care where you sit.
Perhaps I should just sit, when I go back, I should just not clean or anything, wash or anything.
I think that would be a good idea, yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe they'd get you to sleep in the garden.
I could do, couldn't I? Just set up a tent there.
That's right. Just sleep under the stars, come rain or shine, for that full-on festival experience.
Yeah. That's what I will have to do.
Find the nearest cow field and just, like, you know, go in there blindfold, just roll around a while.
Yeah. But when I went to Glastonbury, they got, like, E. coli for doing that.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Yeah, and I wouldn't like that to really spoil it.
But think about that for a while. What they did is they rolled around in mud in a field that cows graze in.
Disgusting.
she's on holiday. She's lying by a pool.
Hello?
Oh, Carol!
Yeah.
You're back!
Yes, I'm back. Nickers, how are you?
I'm great.
Good. How's it going?
It's going very well, but you know what?
What?
I miss you.
Oh, that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
It is?
I think it's the only nice thing.
Oh.
What?
You can't be serious.
No, I'm not being serious at all. Listen, I forgot to ask, how's Henman doing?
Timmy?
Yes, Timmy.
Tim Henman, it's a tremendous result. The country is absolutely on the edge of their seat because it's Tim Henman and the bloke who looks like a monkey. What's his name?
Rosetsky?
No.
Pete Sampras.
Pete Sampras, the bloke who pants with his tongue out. They're both in the final together tomorrow, and it starts at 2 in the afternoon. Do you have access to TV or radio or anything like that? You'll be able to watch the Wimbledon final tomorrow? Tim Henman and Pete
Tim Henman's in the final, you're lying.
Tim Henman and Pete Sampras are going to be in the final. It's the first time in history that a British men's singles player has been in the final at Wimbledon. And it's almost like, you know, Euro 96, you know that feeling in the country at Euro 96, people are like wandering around, like driving around like honking horns, and it's almost like
every time I go on holiday that seems to happen.
Yeah. You'll have to stop wearing white jeans. No, it's like, yes, it's a great warmth of feeling comes, and you're like smiling at people in the street. It's almost like going to a rave.
Are you serious?
Of course. Haven't you read the papers? Don't you get the papers over there?
No, well, it actually flew out yesterday morning, Friday, and we refused to look at the papers, me and my friends. We didn't want to know.
Yeah.
Because we thought he would be out or something.
No, it's like the front. It's even on the front page of the Daily Telegraph. It's like a huge picture of the bloke, and everybody's grinning, and people are virtually camping out, like now, to get in.
What is it, Nickers, about the tone of your voice that tells me that you're lying? What? You are lying, aren't you?
Yes.
Anyway, how's the weather there?
Well, the weather is fine, but the good news is, I don't know if you have been following this on the radio or TV, but they've just landed a manned spacecraft on Venus, and everybody's thrilled about it. It's like, you know, the coverage is everywhere, and they've just done a Venus walk. You remember the Venus walk? The Shadows used to do that with Cliff Richard.
Yeah, I do, very well. I'm that old. They haven't landed on Venus, really, have they?
Of course. Haven't you been keeping up?
No, that's the point of going on holiday, isn't it? So you don't have to read the newspapers. I have to read every single newspaper every single day.
I know, it's a drag.
Coming here means I don't have to.
Yeah.
I can listen to the World Service, but I can't actually find it on my radio, so no, I won't be listening to that. And I can't pick you up here, sadly, Nicholas, either.
You can't pick me up in London, either.
Hey, chance would be a fine thing.
Yeah, right. So what have you been doing?
Kev
is fine, and he's doing a tremendous job. He's,
that fraud? How's he doing?
Carol!
Hi, Kev, how you doing?
Come back!
Yeah, I will come back, but later. I've got lots of things to do, like get out of this place.
What place?
We are staying in... You know, actually, just before my batteries went, before when I was talking to you, I was going to say that all those people who phoned up and said, it's a nightmare, it's horrible, it's the worst place in the world, you know what? They're absolutely right.
No!
No?
Really?
Well, Agadir, anyway.
Yeah. Oh, you're breaking up a bit, babe. Are you...
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, you in a building or something?
No, I'm sitting by the pool in the sunshine.
Okay.
You know, 95 degrees of heat. Yeah, I'm not indoors, no.
Thanks very much, yes.
Yeah, no, did you hear what I said? They were right about the fact that it is probably, I mean, if you say you're going on holiday in Great Britain, it's sort of like the equivalent of going to... avoiding the Lake District and going to Weston-super-Mare instead. Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like.
And why did you pick that place? What is it that made you go there in the first place?
Because the beach is quite spectacular. I mean, it's huge. It's the Atlantic coast. It's this massive, long beach. It's like, when the tide's out, it's about a mile wide and it's about 10 miles long.
Right.
And we actually got a view from our room, which is the only good thing about our room, which we've had to change because the room's got this horrible, smelly blue carpet in it. And the hotel actually looks like it was built by Disney in the 1970s as a sort of place for Americans to sort of replicate an authentic Moroccan hotel. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
It's sort of really overdone, and it's just... and it's not what I'm used to, darling, at all. Well, I think we're going to have to move to Marrakesh or somewhere like that, where you can get, like, you know, a good 5-star hotel, rather than a sort of decrepit 1970s 4-star hotel.
So what have you been doing so far?
Well, we've been drinking. We did a bit of drinking yesterday, and then
Yes, booze.
we've been doing a bit of drinking. Exactly.
Booze. Yes.
We've been on the booze.
Booze.
We've been. All right, right, ready? We've been on the
booze. Don't try and get it in time, because there's like a delay between you and us, and it'll never work. It's almost like being in a stadium, and you know, people clap along to the music. But if you're more than like 100 foot from the stage, then it's all out of sync. So we could try it. It would almost be like a miracle if it happened. You'll have to preempt me by speaking. You say booze when I count to 2. I'll press it on 3, and if it works, it'll be a miracle. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, and you say it on 2, and I'll do it on 3. Okay?
No, I don't get you. What do you mean? You say 1, 2, and then I say booze.
Yeah, you say booze on 2. I'll press booze on 3, and with the delay, it should work. So 1.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Booze.
It worked! That is the best moment in radio history. Everyone is thrilled.
Fantastic.
Isn't it?
So what else have you got of me on there? Anything horrible?
I've got you laughing.
Is that me?
Is that you, yeah?
That sounds like one of those clowns you see at the circus inside one of those boxes. Just laughs all the time. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Am I like that?
No.
Is that me as well? It doesn't sound like me at all.
No.
Hello? And we have,
Right, so what are we doing?
Yeah.
And so you keep saying, I've no idea.
Yeah, that's right. I haven't got any idea. And then you'll say...
So what was the question?
I've got no idea. Stop asking.
You're a nightmare, you are.
And then you'll say...
That was unnecessarily nasty.
Yeah.
I don't remember saying that at all. I sound like a northerner when that's with that nasty bit. And I don't say nasty, I say nasty.
Aren't you from the north?
No, I'm not. I tell you what, they're really nasty here. The blokes are real. They don't like women at all, Nicholas. It's a nightmare.
What do you mean they don't like women?
Well, they don't, because apparently the Moroccan people, the Moroccan men, think that all white women, especially 2 women together, are either just easy lays and not very respectable, or German lesbians. Everybody...
Really?
Yeah. I mean, we're not exactly, you know, I'm not being stereotypical here, but we're not exactly, you know, big butch sort of girls with hairy legs or anything. And I can't understand why everyone keeps speaking to us in German and looking at us funny. Like, you know, every time we walk around together, like, you should be with a bloke. It's quite, I'm going to have it tattooed on my forehead. I am not a lesbian. It is quite disconcerting because we've been told, like, by our guide, Hassan, that we shouldn't go anywhere on our own together, me and Lisa. We can't hire a car and drive to Marrakesh on our own. We shouldn't get on a bus on our own. We shouldn't get on a train on our own. And basically, he was being diplomatic, but he basically said it's not a good idea. What he means is that people will think that we're just, you know, openly available for sex and things like that.
Wow, it's like taking a holiday in Brixton.
Exactly. So we would just get attacked completely. So I said to Lisa, right, when do we leave?
So when are you leaving? I mean, what do? You can't do anything. Well, you're just staying in the hotel compound.
No, what we have to do, well, we have done that, but well, it's only our second day. But we've hired Hassan.
Really? What,
yeah.
Like on a nightly rate? Or?
Well, on a sort of a daily rate. And he's really serious. All he wants paying is... a day is a bottle of mineral water, a bottle of whiskey, and a packet of fags, and that's it. And he's going to come to Marrakesh with us in the car and just sort of protect us from being hassled by lots of Moroccan men.
Wow.
Isn't that brilliant?
That's fantastic.
I know. So he's going to be our guide for the whole holiday. And we're going camel riding tonight.
I mean, if the man is he like very bubbly, and this is a really long setup to a really lame gag, but he doesn't seem very expensive. Is he a bit of a bubbly sort of personality?
A bit of a bubbly personality. Yeah, he's all right, yeah.
He's like chirpy, chirpy, cheap, cheap.
Oh my God,
I
you're
know.
right.
Awful. Oh,
lame.
terrible.
That was a terrible gag.
So let's...
No, he's a bit cheap, but he's all right. He speaks English at least, because there's no English people here. They're all French and German.
Are they?
Yeah, because that's why we had the fight with the manager, because apparently there was a sign on the door that says you're not allowed to bring food or wine or anything from outside into this hotel.
Oh, they got those little fridges?
No, they haven't got fridges. They don't want to encourage you bringing stuff into your room.
Oh.
But the trouble is, the sign is in French and German, so we didn't understand it. So we came stepping into the hotel with 20 huge bottles of mineral water. And then we were kind of surprised when they stopped us and said, you can't take those in. We ended up having a fight, which ended, like I said, with me pointing in the manager's face going, don't you ruin my holiday.
Wow.
Don't you ruin my holiday.
You know, ignorance is no defence in the eyes of the law.
Me love you long time.
Now, does that sound like a mobile phone ringing to you?
It does, yeah.
What time is it in Agadoo push banana, drink coffee?
I have no idea. So it sounds like maybe she's not got her phone with her for once. Oh.
Yeah.
She said.
Yeah.
She said.
Yeah.
She said.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Carol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Oh, because I was just having a little nap there on the beach.
Really?
Yeah, you woke me up as usual.
Are you bright red?
Am I bright red?
Yeah.
No, I'm a deep golden brown. Even you wouldn't be able to reach me at the moment.
Wow. Let me guess that that's not the correct answer.
I'm not the brownest person here, though. There's a bloke on the beach, right? He's, I think he's Moroccan. He sits on the beach all day, dead straight, dead flat, alternating between his front and his back, and he's positively charred. He's so brown. It's quite frightening, actually, and I'll tell you, oh no, I can't actually tell you. I'm going to do something else about him, but I won't.
But no, please don't. I kind of know what you were going to say.
Yeah.
I know where your eyes would stray, but we don't want to know.
No, you don't want to know, but you would want to know. It's just unbelievable.
You've never seen anything like it in your life.
We have never seen anything like it.
And you can't take your eyes off it, can you?
We can't. We have to keep walking past. We can't help it.
So have you ever...
The first time we walked past him, Lisa walked past him and she started laughing.
Uh-huh.
And as I walked past him, I looked and I...
Did you ever lie down in its shade?
He could have. An elephant could lie down.
Oh, okay, let's move on.
Anyway, that's not the most exciting thing that's happened. Anyway, how are you, Nicholas?
Has something else come up?
What?
I don't know, something small perhaps.
No, most definitely not. No, nothing else has come up at all.
What, no holiday romance?
No, no holiday romance, but there was propositions in a carpet shop. We were in this carpet shop, and it was a long way off from where we are, and all the people who were selling carpets in the carpet shop, all the local people, tried to buy all of the women that were in there trying to buy carpets. Or they tried to swap us all for carpets.
What?
All except, what that was me, all except my friend Lisa, right, who they just weren't interested in.
Oh, really? That?
I think that's because she's just far too thin and she's got no meat on her, you see, so they weren't interested.
Well, she took that as a compliment.
Yeah, well,
Right.
she would do, yeah.
So
So on the
a
way
woman
out, one of the blokes in there just said to me, you want Berber man? Because Berber is like, you know, a kind of race of the people who live in the mountains here in Morocco. And he said, do you want the Berber man? And I went, no, I don't, no. And carried on walking. He said, you are a lesbian.
That was unnecessarily nasty.
That's what I thought, yeah.
It was a nightmare.
That's what you want, is to get hooked up with a mountain man. Yeah, he'll drag you off to his lair, and if he starts saying, you sure do have a pretty mouth, then you know to start running.
Yeah, they're not my type.
No.
Yeah, I don't really. They wear dresses and things. It's not really.
And they've got no money.
They've got absolutely no money. They would swap anyone for a carpet. It's quite unbelievable. So, no, not interested. What's happening back there? What's the weather like in London?
It's okay. It's a little steamy. It's a little overcast. It's quite warm and muggy.
Is it?
Yeah.
God, it's about 95 degrees here and the sun is absolutely burning us. It's fantastic. You really should be here, Nick. It's great.
You don't wish to know that. Now, last week you were having immense problems with your hotelier. You were giving him a hard time.
Yeah, we've had a couple of fights actually since then.
Okay.
Let me just tell you, we've done a complete U-turn on the hotel. We love it. We absolutely love it.
Really?
We love it so much. We never go out of it. We stay in the hotel all the time.
You found their stock of booze.
We certainly have. We've drunk them dry of rosé wine, I think. But we do. We really, really like it. We decided that Morocco is the greatest place on earth, and all those people that phoned in and said, "Oh, there's dead bodies on the beach," and all sorts of things like that, and that you'll get hassled all the time. It's completely untrue. It's fascinating. It's beautiful, and we love it. So let's put that little record straight.
Well, wait, just 1 second. On a technical note, are you talking in a wind tunnel or something?
Well, it's quite windy because the Atlantic Ocean's kind of there.
Could you shield the phone from the wind, because we're getting an awful lot of wind noise?
Oh, hang on. Let me put my head inside my towel.
Yeah, shield it from the wind with your head. God knows it's big enough.
I'll go and stand by that bloke.
Yes, but keep your hands to yourself. She's getting hysterical now. Someone will have to give her a poke.
Because if you feel like a star, I look ridiculous. It's going over my head and you can't...
I don't know, the locals will probably think you're taking drugs and you'll be dragged off to the cell. Which would be a good story, actually.
Is it better than the wind? Can you hear the wind now?
No, that's much better, yeah. We can't hear you either. It's a miracle.
It's a miracle. It's a dream come true, Nick. And what was I going to tell you? I can't remember now.
You've fallen in love with the place. Now, what is it that turned you from absolutely hating it and thinking it was the worst place in the world to not wanting to leave?
I don't know, but I told you we hired Hassan, didn't I, the guide?
Oh, Hassan!
Yeah, we hired Hassan, the guide. And I think that I said that he only wanted paying a packet of cigarettes, a bottle of water, and a bottle of whiskey.
Now, can I interrupt you there just for 1 second? Because somebody faxed us and said that Hassan is not a fool and he really knows what he's talking about, because a bottle of whiskey will cost you like 50 quid.
Oh, well, we didn't pay him, because it turned out that he wanted even more than that, so we
That was unnecessarily nasty.
Yeah.
We were out with him one night, and he was trying to make us go back to his friend's house. His friend's called Crazy Man, and we were supposed to go back to Crazy Man's house. We were a little bit drunk, so I don't know. We were sort of considering it, and we were walking on the road, and we just decided to run away. We just ran. We got into a taxi, and he was so upset.
Well, no, I think you made the right choice. It's like a choice between running and going to Crazy Man's house.
No, I know, so we dumped him, and we managed to avoid him until this morning when we had to go and see him because he's our rep, you see. So, yeah, but he was good for a while because he sort of took us places that we didn't really know existed, and when we first actually came into Agadir, the view that you get on the route that the bus takes is quite scary. I mean, you just don't want to be here, you want to go straight away. But having met Hassan, he did take us around the town, which is quite cosmopolitan, and there's some good bars and some good places, and so we decided that we liked it a lot.
Telling that the first thing that you thought was good were the bars.
The bars are fantastic. Everything's so cheap as well, like wine and beer. It's all so cheap. It's really great. And we're having a whale of a time. We're so glad we're here for 2 weeks. And there's so many famous people here.
Well, okay, pause there, because that is something that I wish to pursue. Are you paying for any of this call?
I certainly am, but I fully intend to rebuild Talk Radio. If you're going for a break, it will make sense if you call me back in 2 minutes.
Oh, really? Okay, well then that's what we'll do. We'll give you a ring back, and please don't let your eyes wander in the meantime.
No, I won't.
Okay.
I'll take some shade.
That's right. Okay, as soon as we come back, we'll be back.
So you're a philosopher?
I had Bell's palsy at the other place. You ever heard of that? Who's she? It sounds really, really serious, doesn't it? I had Bell's palsy. Now that sounds like something that you would, expect to die from.
Something you're born with.
No, the medical profession have got no idea what it is. You can be driving...
I've got no idea what it is.
Well, if you just shut up for 1 minute, I'll explain it to you.
Well, it's taking too long for the explanation, though.
Wow.
We just want the layman's medical explanation here.
You can be driving along in a car with the window open, and the breeze on your neck will give you Bell's palsy. Or you can just be, like, overtired and stressed out, or you can sleep wrong. The medical profession have got no idea how you get it, and even
a pain in the neck.
and even less of an idea of how to get rid of it. And what it is that all your facial muscles come through a tiny little hole in the side of your neck, to one on each side, and then they spread out all over your face, and there's bazillions of them.
Mm-hmm.
How many?
That's bazillions. How many zeros is that?
That's loads. Loads of zeros. How many do you want?
18.
Oh, for you, sir? I'll wrap them up and send you the bill in the post. And, they become inflamed, and the things can't get through, the messages to your muscles on your face. And half of your face becomes paralyzed.
Like that. So you end up looking like him.
You look like you've had a stroke. You know, stroke victims have the same thing. And it's awful because you can draw a line down the front of your face, over your nose. This is not funny. And nothing works on one side. And after a couple of days or so, it starts to sag down. That's why I'm doing a show on the air with my face is sliding off my head, and I'm still doing the show. And I had to do it by propping up one side of my face like this, because if I didn't, then it almost can't like that. And that's exactly how I was speaking. So I'd have to push up my face so that people could understand what I was saying.
So you needed lip supports for that show.
They do those?
Well, they should do. But this is a sort of common condition that people find themselves in.
Now, do I look like the sort of person who would get a common condition?
No, actually, I think you invent your own diseases just to be different.
All right, and it's 0500 1053 89. We're talking diseases on there. No, we're not. Only if they pertain to me.
He is a very sick and dangerous man.
This is Talk Radio. We'll be back.